What are you looking at? Hey everybody, I'm the Otaku Artist, and welcome back to an episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we did the Snow Peak minigame, and we got some extra chests and a little bit of pose that we left. In this episode, we're going to just show off the fishing hole a little bit, and then we are going to do story stuff and make our way up to our next dungeon. So without further ado, we're going to enter the fishing hole. Now the fishing hole, there's a lot to do here. First of all, I want to show you something really cool. So you walk in and it's super pretty. There's these cherry blossom trees and it's all springtime and everything. But actually, every single time you open the door, it will actually cycle through the seasons. So when you open it up, the next time you open it up, it should be summertime. So it's really cool and really pretty. And if I was rich, I would love to have this in my backyard. Literally, if I was rich, I would totally make this in my backyard. It would be the coolest thing. See? Look, now it's summertime. So while I'm showing off all the different seasons, I just want to say that this is actually my third time recording this episode. Yeah. So if you're wondering how the heck that could happen, the first time I recorded this episode, there's something that you have to do that you can catch a rare fish. Which I will be telling you how to do in a little bit. And it took me an hour to get the necessary materials to be able to catch the rare fish. And then I spent an hour trying to catch the fish. And even though I did everything correctly, the fish would not chomp on my bobber. Ever. It really was super annoying. It was almost a 2.5 hour recording. And then when I tried to put it into my editing program, Movie Maker, it rejected it. So I had to do another re-recording, which is going to be exactly like this recording, except the recording actually was corrupted. So, yeah. So, this is my third time recording this episode, so, oh boy. But, whatever. Well, anyway, the first thing I want to show off here is that if we go over here, you can fish in this little pond, yeah? So there's all these different types of fish. But, whoop, you want to fish in this little tiny pond, because the very first time you do, you will get our last empty bottle! So, we could have actually gone to this earlier, but I expected to do a lot of stuff here. But then, oh boy, rare fish took way too long. And also what I wanted to show is, look, little duckies. Some people just don't know their manners. There's so much trash out here, sometimes folks whirl it in when they're trying to fish. People who can't be nice to Mother Nature will never make good fishermen, you know. Hi there! Hey! You've never been here before, have you? Well, I'm the owner of this fishing hole. My name's Henna. Nice to meet ya. So here is this really quaint little thing, and if you look at anything, he will actually talk about it. So for example, oh, that's my private boat, sorry. I don't let it out to customers. It's a 2-seater, so I only use it when I have a boyfriend. Link, that's your cue. Okay, so, and then like, if we look here, so cute, isn't she? Her name's Purdy. She even talks sometimes. So like, right here, that's mine. You know, it's generally considered polite to take your hat off when you come indoors. So if you look at everything, she will actually comment, and it would take too long to show everything, even though there's actually a lot of interesting dialogue. So I incline you, if you have the game and you're actually using it as a walkthrough, please come here and actually just look at everything. There is a lot to show off. So, if you look here, this is actually a mini game she created named World Goal. You win 10 rupees if you win, and it costs voice crack, and it costs 5 rupees to do it. So you use the motion controls of either the Wii Remote, GameCube controller, or Wii U gamepad, or whatever controller you're using to play the game. So yeah. Now it may seem fairly simple, but you do have a time limit, and actually each stage actually will start to get more difficult. So the first one's fairly easy. So there is actually, I think there's like 64 levels or something really crazy there. So do you see this right over here? This is a frog lure. So if you're wondering how you get the frog lure, because there's a bunch of lures you can get when you go fishing, since this is the fishing hole. You actually have to beat 8 levels of this. So yeah. And she turned off the lights because it's like nighttime, if you're wondering. So what you want to do is, it costs 20 rupees for the very first time to go fishing, and she will join you. If you want to fish again, it actually costs 100 rupees for her to join you again, but it only costs 20 every time if you just want to go alone. So we're fishing, and there's actually multiple lures, and it's actually different controls than when it is like normal fishing with call-ins. So there is the swimmer lure, the popper lure, and the spinner lure, and they all do different things and allow you to catch like the fish easier or harder depending on what type of fish you're catching. So right now we're gonna get this heart piece, and then I will actually discuss how you can get the rare fish. Just saying, it isn't worth it. Literally, I'm not joking, you have no reward with it. So I mean, you can get it if you want to, but just telling you, it's not worth it. What's that? A piece of heart? Ooh, whose heart did you catch, you big sweetheart? And also, I want to say something that's actually kind of interesting. The other 2 failed recordings of this, Link's hand was actually glitching around when I grabbed the heart piece, so I don't know why it happened. Okay, so I'm going to show you how the fishing works. So yeah, the controls are different. At the bottom, you can see the controls. So yeah, and different fish are harder to catch. So you want to tilt it upwards when they jump in the air. Come on. There we go. Whoa, your first fish caught using a lure. That's a fish to remember. A good old Hyrule bass. So, basically, we're pretty much done swimming here. But, to catch the rare fish, the Hylian Loach, you need either the frog lure or a different type of lure. So let's say you have the frog lure, yeah? So what you want to do is, in the springtime, do you see this area right here? There's going to be a bunch of lily pads. And then you're going to see, like a fish, and it's going to be very, very, very hard to catch. And then you can catch the rare fish. It will take a long time, and you won't get a reward, so, yeah. I mean, like, if you don't have anything better to do and you just want to, like, chill, like, play, I mean, if you want to fish for 3 hours, then there you go. And look! There's our fish! Ta-da! And if you're wondering how you get the fish otherwise, you actually have to get this special lure. So you know how we were canoeing with her, yeah? You actually have to catch a fish. There are 3 different types of fish. The catfish, the Hyrule bass, and I forgot, there's another type of fish. So you want to catch one of each type and keep it, like, you know how our fish is kept in there? You want to keep it, and then you'll have this, like, weird sound effect play. And then what you want to do is over there, you see over there, you want to go to the corner and fish with Colin's lure, and then you're going to get a secret lure. Okay? And then in springtime, you want to canoe by yourself, or she'll take it away, because the lure that you get is actually like a special secret kind that's like illegal or whatever. And then you want to fish over there when you're canoeing with that special lure, and then you can catch it. So there's two different ways to catch the fish. And I really like the fishing hole. So if you just want to chill for a day and fish for a day, then by all means, go try to catch the rare fish or play a couple levels of roll goal. But it's not really worth it. Oops. So, I honestly can't believe that Man. So, okay. Well, before we go on to story stuff, we're actually going to donate our rupees we have, and then we're going to go see our good old buddy Ocarina Time Link. But I really... 2.5 hours, man, trying to catch a rare fish and then you don't at the end kind of makes you feel disappointed. Not to mention the recording failed. So, that sucks. Just please, please save yourself the trouble and don't do the rare fish thing, please. Please save yourself because you would literally go insane. Honestly. Thing is, but there's no reward. That's the thing. If there was like some crazy good reward, then it'd be worth it. But there's not. You don't even get a heart piece. Well, now we're poor. We're poor. So, and now we only need to get like 1,000 and like some rupees, and then we finally have donated everything to do. So that'll be good. But next on our agenda is to see our good old buddy Ocarina Time Link and learn our second to last skill actually. So we're almost done with Ocarina Time Link, so that's pretty sad because I really like this aspect of Twilight Princess. We meet again. There are but a few hidden skills left for me to teach you. I've warned you this before, but if you fail to execute the hidden skill I'm about to teach you, your life may be forfeit. Do you still wish to master this skill? Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure you have mastered the last bit I taught you, the mortal draw. Now then, come at me. Well, put away your sword, Link. There we go. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my last art. Very well. My sixth hidden skill is the jump strike. Let it be hewn into your mind. Now this is actually one of the best hidden skills in my opinion. One of the basic sword techniques is the jump attack. It inflicts great damage, but none would call it effective against multiple foes. To perform the jump strike, prepare a jump attack, but focus power on your blade. The surge the blade releases can strike all enemies around you. This is the jump strike. Lock on with Z and then press and hold A. Wait for just the right time to release your strength. Now this would actually probably be really useful for the Shadow Beast. And also, I just realized something. Ocarina Time Link is actually taller than Twilight Princess Link by a lot. Impressive. Do not forget the timing for releasing the power you just felt. The sixth hidden skill, the jump strike, has been passed on. There is but one hidden skill left for me to pass on to you. You are already endowed with the strength required of the hero. Do you not already feel the courage granted by this strength as it guides you step by step towards your true enemy? Believe in your strength. Continue to push forward unflinchingly and without straying from your path. May we meet again. This time he had an exclamation mark at the end of his sentence, not just a period. He really likes him. He really likes his descendant. So yeah, and I love how in Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess Link continued that like tradition. Except he's not like dead in Breath of the Wild, so like, did he like teleport? Minda's not on his back, so it's gonna probably have to be after the events of Twilight Princess. That's all I can really think of. Oh, and before we go, did I pay him back? Hey, thief, stop! No, never mind. I was gonna get a bread potion for my empty bottle, but whatever. It has been a while since we took a walk in the forest, huh? Yes, and how our world has changed. Say, do you know about the far side of this deep gorge? Some say there is an ancient temple deep in the woods that guards a sacred power. The ancestors of the Hylians created the temple. Signs of their civilization, ancient, but very sophisticated, are everywhere. If someone could obtain the power of those ancient people, well, I am sure it would go a long way towards saving Hyrule. Link, would you take on this task? Would you cross the gorge and find the ancient power sleeping in a temple? I knew you would. Cross the gorge, just use my partner here. His partner looks very trustworthy. Do you doubt my partner's skills? He flies like a dream, believe me. Well, you will definitely make it across the gorge. So what you want to do here, actually, first, is he actually says something kind of funny if you talk to him as a wolf. And I love how he doesn't pull out his sword, even though, like, dude, I'm the same weirdo who, like, was in Ordon Village and you were scared of. Twinkle, twinkle, little cuckoo, I am golden, not for you, oh. I find that so funny. I love that. That's the only thing he says, and I think that's hilarious. Well, he actually will fly, and he's actually faster than other cuckoos that you can use, like in Kakariko or like Hylia. So I think it's really funny. And also, if you throw him off the cliff, he will fly back. So no worries, no worries. He is a very, very pretty cuckoo, and you can only use him in this part of the game. So enjoy him while he's here. So that actually reminded me, and I talked about this in my last failed recording. I talked about Breath of the Wild a lot, actually, and I want to say what I said there again because I wanted to say some things. But this just occurred to me, this recording. When he was just talking about the ancient temple, which is the Temple of Time that we already know about, it's really in ramshackles, but like, in Breath of the Wild, which comes after Twilight Princess and Four Swords Adventures, the Temple of Time is nearly intact. So that must mean the Temple of Time was rebuilt, which is interesting. So, yeah. Oh, and just like when we were Wolf, we now have to catch him again. But it should be easier now since we're a person. But he still has those really cool puppets that are in Brawl that I really love. I want these guys to return, man. And Skull Kid, okay? Also, I wonder, I mean, he looks different. Of course he looks different. But is it the same, Skull Kid from Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time? I mean, I'm guessing it is. But then again, there are more... Well, I should probably just be a wolf for this since I can move faster. But my question is it the same? Come on, man. Because that'd be actually interesting. Well, anyway, I wanted to talk about Breath of the Wild because I did in my last recording. But, I don't know how I got in tangents last time, but, I really love Breath of the Wild. It's one of my favorite Zelda games and one of my favorite video games of all time. And I love it. I think the story's cool, the characters are cool and all that jazz. Thought it was really cool. Also there's a Poe here we have to get. But the thing is, I do have some complaints about it. Oh, and by the way, I am almost done collecting all the, Korok seeds. I literally am almost done. I have like 50 left or something like that. So, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I've taken a little break from Breath of the Wild, but when I, great camera angle, when I get all the Korok seeds. I will definitely tell you that. And yes, I know the reward isn't great, but whatever. Anyway, thing is, it was actually, my mom who brought this up because I showed her a bit of Breath of the Wild. And the thing is, unlike other Zelda games, like, come on, man. Oh, actually, I could probably show off the... Yeah! Unlike other Zelda games like Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess, where there's or Majora's Mask, really, where there's so many NPCs and they all are, like, really interesting and stuff, there are a lot of NPCs in Breath of the Wild, but they're not... Besides, like, the Descendants, and the Champions, which aren't NPCs, but, like, there isn't that many characters in Breath of the Wild. Like, we got casts and stuff, and there are, like, a few interesting. Like, there's one in Kakariko who, if you do a side quest, you can actually find out that he's actually an ex-member of the Yiga clan, which is really cool. And there's, like, the guy who helps you build your house, and also helps you build that village and stuff like that. But there aren't that many noteworthy characters, and, like, there should be so many characters. And the thing is, besides characters missing in the overworld that you could find, like, wandering around and stuff, like, that would be really cool if, like, they wandered around the world, like, travelers and stuff that you could meet. Oh, wait, I think no, he's over here. Besides that, like, there's not music? And I know people are gonna be like, man, there is music. I mean, the piano fits the thing. And yeah, it does fit, but, like, I want the good old Hyrule Field or Foreign Wood music or Sarya's song. And I think that's missing as well as forests like this. You see this really cool forest we're in? Like, giant forests like this, or, forests like, you know, the opening of Majora's Mask? Forests like that. Like, can you imagine exploring forests like that? Or, like, the beta forest of, like, Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time? Can you imagine exploring, like, big locations like that? That would be amazing. And I also really would love caves in Breath of the Wild. Like, exploring caves with a lantern. And, like, finding the big spider from Spirit Tracks, aka the beta of Twilight Princess. It's in one of the early trailers. Like, I think, like, things like that are missing. And I think the story of Breath of the Wild is great and all. I love the amnesia trope. Like, that's one of my favorite, reoccurring gimmicks and stuff. I love that. And you just disappeared. So I love that. And I love the story. But next time the next Zelda game, all of the stuff I complained about just now about Breath of the Wild, don't get me wrong, I love Breath of the Wild. I really hope returns in another Zelda game. And also a really epic storyline like Twilight Princess's storyline, or Ocarina of Time's storyline, or Majora's Mask storyline, or even Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks had a good story. I don't care what you say. Spirit Tracks had a great story. Man. Okay, get away. I wish I could move with the bow and arrow. That'd be great, wouldn't it be? Come on. There we go. There we go. But yeah. Yeah. And while I'm on the topic of Breath of the Wild, I also brought this, I also said this last recording as well. Hey, I got good aim. I love how pretty A Link Between Worlds Zelda is, and I think she's great, but I really wanted Breath of the Wild Zelda in Smash Ultimate. Like, I really wanted her, and I think that it'd be really cool, like, wait a minute.
Hee hee hee, that was fun. I'll tell you what, I'll let you into a secret place.
Anyway, I really wish that Breath of the Wild Zelda was in Smash Ultimate, and you might be like, but she's not she's not princessy. But her default outfit could be her princess outfit. You know? Because she has a couple outfits in the game. Wait a minute, I just realized a minute. Breath of the Wild Link's alternate costumes are going to be awesome, since he has so many outfits. Now I'm really excited for that. The Sacred Ancient Forest. So this is what they were talking about. Huh, this guy's blocking the entrance. Or, I say entrance, but this leads to nowhere, so whatever. So, I know we're close to ending off this episode, but I really wish Breath of the Wild Zelda was in Smash Ultimate, because, I mean, I wanted, and the thing is, she could have had really cool guardian attacks. I think that would have been really cool. And, like, I want to see Breath of the Wild Link and Zelda fight together. It'd be really cool. Well, I'm going to drop that topic now, because we're playing Twilight Princess, not Breath of the Wild. But, I just wanted to talk about that. I think that was really cool. It's really, really cool how you do that. Wait a minute. Okay. I know I just said I'm not going to talk about Breath of the Wild, but just in the Temple of Time, this is missing. Wait a minute. I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't played yet, but how you get the Master Sword isn't Temple of Time. Oh, now it makes sense. They rebuilt a new version of Temple of Time in a different location, just like they do with Hyrule Castle. Yeah, I got it. Now it makes more sense. Now I got it. Oh. Yeah, and now we can actually warp here, which is actually really nice, so we don't have to use the golden cuckoo to come back here every single time. So, that's good. Excuse me. A little too close for comfort. There's a lot of annoying keys as well. Hey. Whoa. Okay. Wait, I just want to kill one. There, because I need to kill these two. And the keys as well. Wait, does that mean Zamp's watching us and he's summoning those guys? I'm just having a lot of thoughts today, aren't I? Sorry if this episode is really kind of rambles for 20 minutes while playing Twilight Princess, but I had a lot on my mind. So I think this is enough for this episode. So in the next episode, we're gonna open this because it honestly makes no sense. I mean, literally you open it and here we go. That's it. Like, there's nothing behind it. So it's kind of redundant. But we'll see what happens next time when we open it up. So, in the next episode, we'll be doing that. So, again, sorry for rambling a lot in this episode. But after doing this is my third take of doing this episode. So, I had a lot to say. So, I hope you join me for the next episode. And I'll see you guys then. I'm the Otaku Artist. Bye!